Hi, welcome to the podcast. Today we are coming back to talk to you about what has been happening in the past year. It's been a year ago.
It has been a year ago?
Yes, I think we talked about it before, about this video. We were going to talk about that it's been about a year ago.
I thought you meant...
Isn't that what we talked about?
But I thought you meant a year since we've done a podcast.
No, a year since we moved here.
Yes.
To this
That
construction,
is true.
to
Yes,
this construction
to our
site.
home.
Yes,
To our home.
to this construction site mainly.
It's a construction site, but it's also a home.
Yes. It's yeah. Be careful, construction site. Yes. We haven't done this for a while, so I want you to remember to look at the camera right there.
Yes.
Me too. So hopefully we have a little fun. Just bring it back to you. What has been happening in the past year or so? Actually, it's been over a year, but here we are. We made a little progress from the time we began the construction, and it's been a little rough. So, but anyway, we are coming back home. So we're here now with podcast. We talk about running the race of life, especially with my age, being a 73 and still running, trying to take care of my health and other things that happen as you grow older. And so again, we are a little dusty. And so, but anyway, I hope that you have a little fun with our bloopers. Probably won't cut much of this, so there will be a lot of bloopers. So we're here now. What we got in here, we're still in construction. Right behind the camera, we have the bedroom, and still some areas were still wood, the framing, and we've been doing some work with hanging sheetrock, etc. But what are your thoughts?
About what? About anything? Or just about living here?
Let me rephrase that question. What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, I am so grateful that we have this place to live in.
Okay.
It has taken us way longer than what we had anticipated to get things done. But I also know God has a purpose and a plan even in the waiting. So, kind of my thoughts.
Kind of your thoughts?
Yeah.
Have you had any frustrations with things going? I just wonder.
Yes.
It's only been a year.
I can just answer that. Yes.
Yes.
How about you?
Well, just elaborate a little bit. What are some of your frustrations? Just a few dozens.
Oh, I think it's just, although we're very thankful, I'm very thankful that we have our stove, so at least I can cook in the oven, but I still have to go up and down the stairs, and we have a small camp stove downstairs, and sometimes I still use that, and sometimes I don't, and then, we still have dirty dishes we have to take downstairs. So, there's just a lot of little inconveniences, but we're not going hungry, we're not starving to death, so.
And when you mean downstairs, that means the basement.
The basement, yes.
Yeah, we live in the basement right now as we continue in construction. Also, although it beats living in the small little camper. That I might have showed you before about the small little camper, then a big camper, then we went to somebody's house to live for a little while, and then we were back, and we decided we just gonna have to do something. So one of these days we're gonna show you a little bit of what has been happening, and we can show you around on a little video or in regards of our bedroom where we stay in, our kitchen, and all of that stuff. So frustrations. You know, I had tremendous amount of frustrations from the very beginning, from the contractors to issues, the finances, and everything in between. Living in a small town has been challenging in different ways, but I'm adjusting. I'm a city boy, so I like the city. And this, we call it the village, it's pretty small, about 250 some people. And so I'm getting used to, you walk everywhere here. And so that concept is good. We decided to move in here for a reason. What were some of the reasons we talked about?
Well, for me, I was tired of the traffic in the city, and that sort of, you know, there's not a lot of traffic here. We have a couple stop signs in town, that's really about it. So, but the reason we moved back is Hugo wanted to make sure that I was able to come back home. And when I left here 40 some years ago, a little over 40 years ago, I didn't think I would ever come back. Not because I didn't like it, but just because I liked the bigger city. And you know, we came back to see my parents, my family, and, but yeah, so he wanted to get me back home, and we were able to purchase this land, and now we're building a house on it. So
Yeah, it's not we're doing a homestead or anything like that. But we could call it, for us, a homestead. It's a little tiny bit less of an acre. And so we are planning for the future. We'll show you later on about what we plan to do, and some of the frustrations about planting a garden. It's just all sorts of stuff. But let's move it right along. And like I said, we're going to try to break it up. So let's talk a little bit about ministry. Ever since we came here, we came and we went and visited the church you grew up in.
yes.
And we decided to contribute by
Starting a Bible study for, you know, anyone in the community who was invited. And then we also started a Sunday school class, which for kids, which they hadn't had any kids in the church for a long time. So that's been good.
yes, and also the blessing that the privilege to be able to preach and to churches, the one here in town and then one that is about 15 miles away. And so that has been a part of our ministry, and what a privilege to serve the Lord and to bring glory to Him by presenting Him, preaching the Word straight from the Bible. So we did that. We have a Bible study with women right now. Men are busy around here. They take care of the farming and the cattle and all those things. So unfortunately, some of them cannot come in the middle of the day. But maybe we can start something that they can come later in the day. We'll see. So part of our other ministry, we started the ministries, the Soul Winning Marathon. We started this ministry in 2021, and we started in Omaha, and then we brought it to Lincoln, and now we're here in Odell, Nebraska. And so we go to this, we call it the 33 Ultra, and we did a little video tape about the beginning of the 33 Ultra and the reasons why, and the reasons where are to bring knowledge and glory to our Savior Jesus Christ, who died at the age of 33. And as I mentioned before, I wanted to jump from running just marathons to go the next step and perhaps run a 50K, perhaps 100K, and then 50 mile, 100 mile, don't know. Depends on my body. It has been a challenge. It's been rough. We did our first 33 Ultra, was a little bit over 50K, 33 miles. And I tell you, it was something else. We prayed and God sent us a good team, tremendous team to put this together. We couldn't have done it without them. And so it's about a team of about 8 people. So, and tremendous people, tremendous believers in the Lord, and giving all their time, their family time and whatnot. And so we did good. We put it out. We went all over. We sent it out through Facebook and again some YouTube and all through a running site. And little by little, we're going to be letting you know more about next one. Well, we are not. I guess I can let you know right now that our next run is in 2027, April 17, 2027. This past one was April 11. So anyhow, we go ahead. You got something? No? Okay. So we did it and we went through it, and so it came the day before the April 11th, the 10th. The forecast was that perhaps it was going to rain, and I didn't believe it. I pushed forward, and it began to rain at night, and I thought it would probably pass away, and no problem. We'll do our run, no big deal. And so it came, and it was raining. At 3:30 in the morning, it was raining. And so we were in touch with the fire department, and they were checking on the radar, and they will say we were going to start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it didn't go through because it was lightning, thundering. And so we postponed it for a little bit. We kind of held back, and we started finally about 8 o'clock. We went for it. Out of 62 that signed up, 48 people came in, and some did it even virtually. And so the first runner came in a little before 8, 7:30 perhaps, riding a motorcycle. It was raining, but he took it out and rode his motorcycle. Later on, the next runner came for one of our cyclists, also in the rain. Then the third one came from as far about 3 hours from here, and then they began to come. Finally, we started it, and we went for it. Let me tell you,
it was ugly.
It was tough.
Because we were on, I was in a vehicle, but it was gravel roads, it was mud, towards the latter part of the race, like we were planning to be done around 3, and I mean, people were like almost crawling up some of the hills because it was so slippery. And, a couple of our friends that came and ran, they had white tennis shoes. Well, they weren't white when they left. And so it was just kind of a mess. But one bright spot with the rain was we had a kids run at 10 o'clock. And it was just a 1 mile run here in town. And it was drizzling a little bit at that point, but it wasn't too bad. And I would say probably about half of the kids were halfway done, and it just started pouring. And it was amazing. And I mean, the kids were jumping in the puddles. They loved it. So, in that respect, it was
Some
good.
cried.
Some cried, yes. And so anyway, that was probably one of the highlights of the day for me.
Yes.
Just that, they had so much fun, even though it wasn't very fun running in the pelting rain.
Yeah, I remember asking one of the guys that came from far away, and I said, "How's it going?" And he turns around and says, "It sucks." Poor guy. He still made it to mile 20 or so. Then he just gave it up. It was tough. And some other runners that just kind of dropped out. It was tough to run. Mud gets in your shoes about this far. I wasn't prepared to run. I had an accident a few weeks prior. And the construction site, we should put, be careful, was hanging a sheet of sheetrock, an 8-foot sheetrock on a 9-foot ceiling high. And somehow I slipped out when I was on a ladder, hit me in the back of the head, messed up my neck, etc. And so it was rough. My training was doing well. I was running up to 17 or so miles, and I did so. And then my neck started going out of whack. I don't know. It was probably a concussion. But then I moved on, and it was rough. And so I decided to, instead of running and getting things behind, decided that I would just take care of the runners, and I went back and forth. And ended up running about 10 miles with one of the runners. He was having a little difficulty, but toughed it out, do the 33. We came into town, and it was a delight that he made it, and the rest of them made it. So it was a good thing. Again, we are getting ready to promote more of this on our website and in our Facebook site under Soul Winning Marathon. So you'll be able to see it in there. And with more time, we'll continue bringing it up. But, so that is what is being happening in regards of ministry. And so the last question would be, what have you learned? What have we learned this past year?
Oh, lots of things. I guess one of the biggest things that I would say I've learned is to just be flexible. To be, there was another word I had, but I can't think of it now, but just kind of go with the flow. You do as much as you can, and then when you have to stop and take a break, it's okay to take a break. And sometimes, people will just say, let's go just get out for a little while. And one day we went to, just a few miles out of town. It's called Diamond Lake. And they have Odell diamonds, and it's one of the, it's not like you're going to be come and run into Odell finding a bunch of diamonds and then putting them in a ring. It's not that quite kind of diamond, but it was really cool. I lived here, for 18 years, and I'd never been there, but it was really nice and very quiet, and we had a nice time. And so sometimes you just have to take big breaks.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, we're going to be talking more about these issues on what happens when you are doing a construction, when you move from out of town, adjusting to a new town, at least for me. Even for you, you'll be having an adjustment because it was not the same thing. Living in the city, working in the city, traffic, etc. For me, this is a big adjustment. For you, it's an adjustment because now it's a different thing for you. And so we are getting a little more adjusted. The people getting to know more, especially me, more of the people. It's a great place, quiet.
Once in a while you have a few hot rod cars go by, but for the most part it's pretty well.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Can be very wide. Which, before we moved here, we lived at a house and Lincoln and right by an avenue, and there was cars all day long and at night. So it was tough. And so now it's quiet.
Awesome.
You can hear the birds, and then you can see many things real quick. I know I have some of my ladders outside. Leaning, we're gonna have a deck in here, and so I have my ladders in there. I have a 12-foot ladder in there. And guess what? A bird decided it was gonna build a nest there. And it's been over at least 4 weeks or so, 5 weeks.
Yeah.
And finally, after seeing the eggs, building the nest, seeing the eggs, the babes, about maybe 3 of them, and but today it was an adventure. We were getting ready in the basement, getting ready to come up, and Judy all of a sudden is cracking up laughing.
Because this robin was, almost like dive bombing this squirrel. I'm not sure what the squirrel was doing to her, but she was not happy. And so it was just kind of funny to watch him. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. But
Yeah. So we have a little bit of entertainment, and we've seen all sorts of little birds and snakes and whatever. It's like a zoo, let me tell you, sometimes. So anyhow, we just want to share with you. We'll hope that we continue. As you can tell, this is not our studio by no means. Hopefully in time we can get things set up. If my equipment is still working, I tried to start it in here about a year ago. And so, you know what? It's been over a year. It's been over a year and a half.
No, not that long.
No.
No, it was
Beginning of May.
I remember.
Are you sure?
Oh, I believe me, I remember. Yes.
Because how long were we living at the house and then we came back?
First part of December until the first part of May.
Oh, okay. So she's keeping all the stats and all the logistics. So yeah, and so we're gonna try to, like I said, I tried to start with my equipment and it was tough to do it. We have a little bit of light today, and so we're gonna try to. Hopefully, it's not too bad. If it is, well, please forgive us. We'll work it out, and so anyhow, thank you for coming by. And if you don't know who we are, we're just a couple of folks, married couple, that are trying to share our lives with you. Some friends, some not. Hey, it's okay. But all we do is bring glory to our Lord Jesus. We don't back down on that. We stay with that, and we give Him the glory again. Today, if you are passing by, or if you know somebody that needs a little hope, hand them a hand and just give them some encouragement. One of the biggest scriptures that I like is, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not in your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. So we will do that. We'll continue trusting in our Lord and working towards things, and hopefully we can see you on the next time on our podcast. So we're here now what? Thanks, see you again. God bless you. Ciao.